And I want to suggest that it may well be that this is a prerequisite for a successful diaspora strategy, is lining up the stakeholders much more clearly and cogently than they currently are. So, why diaspora matter? Well, of course, there are many models that show the intertwining of diaspora and the development of sending states. And I've developed here a model from US aid and taken it a little bit further to suggest that there are at least 9 links or potential connections through which diaspora can exert influence. Of course, diaspora advocacy involves the representation of national interests in the global stage, a role which diaspora can, perhaps not often they do in reality, but can accomplish. The role of diaspora in fueling capital markets through the purchase of solidarity bonds, through the production of venture capital funds, through the capitalisation of national banks. Diaspora becoming direct investors, either through controlling companies that they have grown in diaspora or working their way into key influential decision-making positions in transnational corporations in destination states. Crucially and importantly, the softer role of knowledge networks, which was referred to earlier, where diaspora contribute through mentoring, through contacts, through the provision of advice and guidance to sending state strategies. Diaspora philanthropy, through religious organisations, through foundations, through private and voluntary funds, another core area. As so rightly stated earlier on, that diaspora remittances remain by far the most substantial transfer of capital from diaspora to homeland. Diaspora return migration, which I thought the first session covered very well, as an area of continuing importance, notwithstanding the new awakening of understanding as to what diaspora can do from a distance. Bringing skills back home and promoting brain circulation remains an important policy area. Diaspora Corps, producing volunteer groups to return perhaps to tackle particular humanitarian issues in sending states. And finally, diaspora tourism, particularly in relation to, in the Indian context, medical tourism, for example, as a growing contribution of diaspora to tourist inflows.